Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Xah Talk Show. Today is 2019, October 20th, Sunday, 10 o'clock a.m., San Francisco time. Good morning, Bart. Good morning, League of Noobs. Today, I do not have a topic, so I'm just going to talk random. And Bart says, can you apply a functional programming style in Golang? Yes, indeed, but not as extreme as Haskell. However, you can, because the fundamental requirement of functional programming is the fundamental requirement for a functional programming language is that a function can take another function as input and can return a function as output. That is one of the primary requirement. But also the other things is, for lack of a standard term, is that basically the language, when you program the language, it does not require you to use lots of side effects. So why do I pray? I don't pray. It's just my random gesture. You know, like the Joker says. Have you ever danced with under the pale moonlight? I just like the sound of it. That is what I do often. Without, there is no meaning sometimes. Okay, so I don't have a topic, so let's just do random and random stuff. Random is the best. So first of all, start Xah command log. Thank you for joining me, Bart. Again. So let's random, yeah. So I'm just going to let's start. Let's magnify this. Xah Talk Show date. Create a new HTML page, make it a link, cut the line, go over here, paste it, remove that, cut that, go to the URL part, enter to open the page, magnify, paste the link here, make it a list showing browser. And Tekken, what we have here is Tekken action figures. Naruto gesture. Now, is Naruto some Japanese comics anime? Or was it American comics similar to Japanese? So I don't know what is Naruto. He's a guy with a kind of a spiral on his head, wearing a band, something like that. Naruto. So you see, this is Japanese PVC figures. What that? It need to go. Wait, it cannot go. Anyway, you see the intricacy, the sexiness. Oh, there you go. The intricacy, the sexiness, and the technology of sculptures, modern technology of sculptures. Japanese makes it. Tekken figurine looks like your wife. It looks like my wife. Yes, indeed. Blonde. She's not a blonde. She's a brunette. Okay, so that's about that. Okay, you guys, you buy to help the economy, to help the world economy, to help the weak. Okay, so there is the link. Buy sexy figure. Okay, you see, there is a linguistic issue here because I wrote articles about these PVC figures. For example, if we go to my Xah Arts page, okay, the pretty girl doing yoga, Asian squat. The other day I noticed, I discovered. Wait, we begin to digress. So PVC figures, that's the first topic, and also, um, okay, so the other day I was watching. This thing called Asian squat. If I wasn't broken 20, I would. There's this Asian squat. Okay, so you guys know what Asian squat is? Like, I don't know if I can show you. Uh, I need to point my camera at. Oh my God, I'm going to point that camera at my room. I'm not sure that's a good thing. What I have there. Let's see. Okay, so I think you can see it. But hold on a second. Okay, let me. I don't know what what garbage I have. Doesn't matter. Okay, so Asian squat. It looks like this. Asian squat. You see, like that. Asian squat. This is me. Okay, so that's Asian squat, and you eat. Okay, chopstick. You eat. That is the Asian squat. Okay. So, Asian squat, I discovered Europeans, they cannot do that. And you go to YouTube, you search for Asian squat, you will see several videos. And I thought, when I watched the first video, I thought it's a joke, it's a meme or something like that. But actually, it is true. By the way, she's not doing Asian squat. She's doing something. They are. Women are into yoga stuff. Yoga is a useless thing. So Asian squat, I discovered Europeans, they cannot do that, and I was totally surprised. I discovered this last week. I was completely surprised because I thought that's just a natural human position. Take a crap. I would be very surprised if this clip would not become a big fat meme. Yoga. Yeah, but the thing is that squat in Asia, in China, well, in Taiwan at least I grew up, and I know in South Asia for sure. You do that all the time. Like everyone does it. Maybe not women because females you don't squat because there's sexual implications. But when you are younger, when children, you squat all the time. So I was actually surprised that European people cannot do that. So that is about the Tekken figure, okay? And yesterday we talked about math books. So there's more math books you can buy. These are some of my math books. Lots of them. I've thrown them out. Um, uh, you go there and you buy. So Bart says, I would be very surprised of this clip. Okay, someone should make a music video remix of this clip. Asian squat. Whoop 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 whoop. Uh, actually, someone made a techno music out of my talk. One, like a clip, a short clip. Have you seen it? He posted on Discord, but that one is not particularly good. So we are saying a few days ago. So we are saying, when you have a better video, I'll link it. But it's really good though. It says technology will help us. Technology will help us. Yes. Okay. So League of Noobs. Good books on probability. No, I don't have a good suggestion on probability. But however, I have I'm talking about the books I own. Almost all these books I bought in 1990s. Pretty much around 2000, year 2000, 1999. When I have money, I was working, so I finally bought the math books I want. Because before 1998, I was kind of poor, very poor too. So when you are a student, you go to bookstores, you see these math books. Math books tends to be very expensive. And back in 1990s, it's $50. Today it's even more. Today's textbooks $100 something. So very expensive, and you drivel over them, you drool over them. I used to go to Stanford bookstore almost every month. Stanford University, it's right down here. So in the 1990s, I used to go there every month, and I just go there. I go to the math section. You have an aisle of math books, latest math, and I just go over there, stay there for 3 hours every month or so. And you read them. You sit there and read them. See the preface. What are the things? What is for example re- projective geometry. What is polytopes? What is topology? Things like that. You just read stuff. So yeah. So back then. So when you are a student, you don't have money. But finally, when you graduate, you work and you can buy all the books you wanted. So I bought some. This is many of them I've thrown away since. These are still some. Basically, that's my bookshelf in the back. That's all the books I have basically. Uh, and okay, I mean probability. I don't have a recommendation for probability, so I don't have a book on probability. But however, if you go to here, there is this book. I think it's a reasonable introduction to probability. Okay, so let's put it here. Taken action figures. You look more professional without glasses. Oh, that's fantastic. I used to wear contact lenses, so when I was younger, I was the Superman. I was the beautiful Superman. So I don't. I wear contact lenses up until I'm 45 or so. Okay, so that's that. What is the next thing? Yes, next thing. Let's see what. Close that. I have 12 people watching. Welcome. So PVC figures. This is amazing. So that figure you just saw is this drawing. This is 3D rendering of the Tekken game. Anyway, so this mouse is interesting because there's a new technology here. Let me show you this mouse. Okay, copy it, close, go to Emacs, paste it here, make make a link. Okay, make a link. Open link in Brave. So we have JavaScript. Okay, then and now here you can see the video. Turn on the JavaScript and reload. Thank you. I'm going to read it tonight. Great. Probability. You need probability before you study serious statistics. Okay, so study probability, then you can move on to statistics. By the way, I don't like statistics. I like probability is much more interesting. But generally, statistics is the applied mathematics. So, for example, in AI industry today, at Google, Facebook, we are doing AI. Oh, neural networks. That's critical. That's the future. Neural networks is crap, but it's fashion. It's a fashion today in technology. Neural networks. Now, when you study neural networks, when you implement neural networks, you need strong understanding of statistics because to train the neural network brain, because otherwise it doesn't work here. So you have to study probability, then study statistics, then you can go into data mining, neural networks. Oh, that's the future. No, that's not the future. Okay, the alternative to AI, the alternative to neural networks approach of AI is symbolics and the proof systems, proof theory. That is what I am interested. Neural networks not much. Neural networks is crap. Okay, neural networks. Let's find Xah neural networks. Okay, search that in Google. Artificial neural networks is nasty. This is my article. Okay, copy that, paste it, linkify, show in browser. Artificial neural networks is nasty. Why is it nasty? Today, about 3 years ago, Google AlphaGo. Then 1 year later, they have a new version called AlphaZero that beats the world's best Go champion, the Go game, Asian game champion in China. Okay, there's an event before that. It's in Japan, but anyway, so Google beat the world champion of Go, and that's Google, AlphaZero, and that is using neural network methodology approach, and it has become so advanced. The AlphaZero, it's so advanced, so that let me show you some of the articles I've written. I've studied this in detail. This situation. You see, this is Korea. Koreans got hot girls. This is the event back in 2016 when AlphaGo, which is the version before AlphaZero, AlphaGo went to Japan to challenge this Go expert Lee Sedol. He's the top 5 Go player ranked at the time. So at the time, we are thinking that Google will never beat human because computer Go is pretty lousy. So people are taking it as it's kind of entertainment. It's kind of a Go. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun, entertainment. I mean, even Lee Sedol, at the time, even him, we are thinking, all the experts are thinking, oh, okay, this will be fun to watch. But for Google to beat him, nah, it's not. We're gonna wait for 5 years or 10 years. But surprise, Google Go actually uh, beat the guy. So that is really something shocking. If we are going to talk about computer technology, the history of computer technology, this is a big event. Uh, Especially AI, history of AI, this is a huge event because AI, for a long time, we thought that Go is the game that determines whether we have AI or not. But anyway, in 2016, Google AlphaGo beat the world, the top player, Lisa Do. Then next year in 2017, or was it 2018 January? Anyways, so Google created a new version, AlphaZero. Now AlphaZero, again, it's based on neural net technology. Okay, did I link this? I haven't yet, so let's link it. So that I want to link it because people been asking. I'm doing 1 hour or 90 minutes video every day, and the coordination of the people, like I talked so many things. People want to have a timestamp, like what the topics. It's if the video is 1 hour long, it will take about 3 to 4 hours to actually create timestamps. Extra 3 or 4 hours. So it's tremendously time consuming. I used to do it, but now I simply just put the topics. Like right now, I'm trying. That's why you see me keep posting Emacs, because I try to, while I talk, I try to put the new topics in order, preferably. So later today, I don't have to watch the whole thing and back and forth and so on and get the links. So anyway, so yeah, someone, if you go to my YouTube channel, someone just posted a message asking me, it's, hold on, stop, asking me to, to get the timestamps. Yeah, I cannot do that unless there are loads of money coming my way. So guys, if you like my stuff, PayPal, on my website, you can find PayPal and Patreon information. But you guys heard of it many times. But anyway, I'm talking about many other people. So anyway, let's go back to Go. So next year, AlphaZero came around. AlphaZero. Now AlphaZero is trained completely by itself. That is, it does not ever use any human Go history input, human Go games. So it just begin with the rules of Go. Then AlphaZero just play with itself, billion times a day. Just play with it, play but with itself, and that is amazing. And now, and after, I think after half a year or a month, after half a year, Google has published this information in academic paper journals. So after half a month, it becomes incredible. It beats the AlphaGo version, the previous version that beats Lisa Do. So it beats AlphaGo. Then Google AlphaZero challenged at the time 2018, the current champion, the Chinese guy, Guo Jie. His name is Guo Jie. Okay, I also have an article here somewhere. So, but anyway, this is back in 2016. I have recorded every game. I've studied every game. I'm not much of a Go player, but this thing interests me much. I do play Go, but not very good. So game records. So Go has an impact on humanity. There it is. Here is the second article. So this happened in 2017, January. So AlphaZero came out and it beats the champion at the time in China. And I also studied basically every game, and I watched it live. So it's incredible. It's amazing. And but the point is, I mean, the thing here is that AlphaZero just learned the rule of Go by itself, and it can beat the world's top human champion. And also by far, like by far, by this time, people know. Like today, you talk to Go experts, you can, in Western society, you don't have much Go. You have a lot of chess, but you don't have much Go information. Like for every Go article, you can find 1,000 Go articles in China, in Asia, Taiwan, Japan, Korea. So AlphaGo is just AlphaZero, the new version is just amazing, truly amazing. But however, here's the thing: AlphaZero is based on neural networks. So so now that you can beat world champion, but however, you cannot teach humans how to play Go. In a sense that you do not, when you use neural networks, it does not know how things are done. It is like talking to a some human calculator. Okay, so he can calculate amazing things. Idiot savants, things like that. He can do amazing things, but it's like a magic. He cannot tell you how it is done. You do not learn what is the theory, what is the techniques. That is the situation with neural networks. So that is what this article is about. Artificial neural networks is nasty because you don't learn anything. You just got a black box that just can do great things in this particular area. It just give you the answer. It doesn't know. There's no way to find out how is it done. Because neural networks, it's not a deterministic algorithm. Okay, well, it's kind of it depends. What I'm trying to say is that there's no information you can get out of it on the problem itself. It can just give you answers. That's why you think of it as training. It's like human's brain almost. Okay, I think I. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Freddie Freeman says, "Lucky I saw your streaming now. Yesterday it was funny. I was watching some of your videos. Then I saw your streaming, but it was just over when I joined." Okay. Uh, only I can see. Only I can't see your desktop. Nah, me too. What? Oh, shit. Okay, I've been talking for 10 minutes and wasted all my articles. I'm trying to show you. Okay, here are the articles. So here's artificial neural network is nasty. Here is okay. So here is AlphaGo versus Lisadol. So here is 2016. Okay, pictures. Lovely Korean ladies. There it is. This is the event in Japan, but all over the Asia, they are, you see this picture. This is in Korea, South Korea, and they have a TV on the street showing the Go game. This is how crazy Go game is in Asia. Uh, so you have a lot videos. These are on YouTube, by the way. I've watched them. And this one is AlphaZero beats world champions 60-0. Yeah, and also a lot of videos. Okay, so I should feel bad about that. I missed all the things. Well, anyway, nice focused live stream. Good morning, Matt. Is it just me? Okay, so nobody can see the screen. Everyone chill. Is it black? So we cannot talk. Oh, was it black? It wasn't black before, right? It was my face. Uh, really complicated function. Can we talk about the alternative to neural networks, or rather, what you see as a better alternative? Yeah. So the alternative to neural network is called symbolic AI. That's a general name for it. Okay, symbolic AI. There it is, Wikipedia article, symbolic artificial intelligence. Now, this article is not very much detailed because it's just got like one page, idiotic. Why is it like that? Because symbolic AI has been fallen out of favor. Nobody is researching it much anymore. The neural networks work in a sense. It's taking over, but it has far much ways to go, because today, if you go to Google Translate, machines cannot translate languages. Even they do a very bad job. And those, Google Translate, for example, or almost any others, they are using neural network to do the translation. So you can see we are far from being perfection. The when you do translation, it doesn't work. For example, Chinese to English, it doesn't translate well. So the alternative is symbolic artificial intelligence. What does it mean? Well, basically, it's it's like proof theory. It's like proof systems. You understand the situation. For example, let's take the job of translation. Okay, like let's say Chinese to English. Chinese to English. Hold on a second, my roommate. Uh, my roommate, they asking me to eat or something. So Chinese to English. So if you're gonna translate Chinese to English, so right now the Google Translate, they are using neural networks to do the job. So what does that mean? Basically, you read tons of translations, like billions. For example, you have a book. Yeah, let's say not a book. Let's just say a paragraph. Okay, a paragraph in English, and you have the same paragraph translated in Chinese. So that's the input. And now you have like giga billion of it, petabyte or something, of this information. You feed it to the neural networks. This is the training stage. So, so what it says, so the neural network just, it sees this, and it sees this as a correct result. So the neural network reads that, then you keep reading that. So eventually it gets some sort of statistical data about what is the correct translation. It doesn't understand nothing. It doesn't understand alphabet. It doesn't understand. um oh wow, there's a spider. I don't know how did the spider get into my head. So neural network, they don't understand nothing. They just read the inputs, massive number of them. And essentially the way it works is that it accumulates statistical data about when it sees this, it should return that. That's the way it works in essence. So that is why So after billions of this input, then you just give it an English sentence, and it'll just come out Chinese. It just by statistical kind of inference means. But it doesn't understand nothing. That's the thing. You see, it doesn't understand nothing. It doesn't understand nothing. Same thing with the AlphaZero Go technology. When you teach Go, or when you learn Go, or when you learn chess from a master, for example, they typically tell you there are certain strategy. How do you check things? How do you want to control the center? Things like that. Theory. Uh, but if you with neural network, today you have chess engines that's far better than human. It doesn't have this kind of information. It doesn't know. It just know what is the move to make. Okay, so we were talking about, neural networks. So that's how neural network does translation. Now, what is the alternative? The symbolic artificial intelligence, for lack of better jargon. Well, basically the better term is good old-fashioned artificial intelligence. Okay. So this in this approach, you so you study the English grammar. You kind of formalize the English language or Chinese language. You kind of you create theories or rules about how words are put together. The semantics, the syntax. You study them. You create rules. Then you write programs. This is the symbolic artificial intelligence approach. Okay, so if this way, it seems this way is not, it seems the neural network is performing better. So that is why this is falling apart. No one is doing this kind of thing. But however, with this approach, if it's successful, then your program, you code it. Then you understand the you understand why it gives out some answers. Why sometimes it made a mistake in translation. You can find out exactly what theory or what rule is wrong. Things like that. So that is that. Good morning. This probability book is good. Oh, good morning, Kathy. Can we create consciousness with neural network? That's a very interesting question. We can go into. Uh, so let me check comments quickly. Okay, so let's see. Did I miss anything? I'm pissed off about that. My videos being hidden, like not showing my articles for like 5 or 10 minutes. The idiocy of Xah. Uh, anyway, so let's go back here. Good books. So actually, so actually, Bart asked a question in the beginning. Can you apply a functional programming style in Golang? Yeah. I guess I answered that kind of. So we can't talk to machine to understand how they do things. No, no, not if they are using neural networks to do the job. Can we talk about alternative? Okay, so just reference the article. Okay, so let's see. Bart says, I remember now that your RSS is broken, which the links within your RSS are local, not public. No, that is not because my RSS is broken. That is because the RSS client you are using is broken. Okay. Oh my God, this is another one of my big gripe because when I do things, usually I read the spec. Okay, so let's go search Xali RSS. Let me tell you the story about that. That's a big story. It lodged in my mind as a hatred towards the generic programming community, especially the Unix types. They tell you what to do every day. Meanwhile, they are completely wrong. So anyway, let me tell you the story about that. So here is my Atom web feed tutorial. I wrote this in 2006 because that is the year I started to create RSS for myself. Atom is one of the web feed format. Before Atom, it is the RSS, which stands for something something syndication, or really simple syndication. AS. It's created by this asshole, David Weiner. Okay, he's a ass. David Weiner. He invented RSS basically. David Weiner. Okay, that's his name. Dave Weiner. Okay, ass. And he is also a very haughty, arrogant guy. He's very in my opinion, he's not very good person. Not he hasn't done anything bad, okay, but it just I don't like the guy. Um, so anyway, Atom. So later on, you have this Atom format, which is much better and standardized, rectified, standardized, much better than RSS. RSS has multiple formats. It's a mess. RSS one, RSS two, then there's different RSS two, things like that. Dave Weiner, and he refused to release RSS into the public domain, into the things like that. So anyway, there came the Atom web feed. Atom, a new format. Atom is in part created by this guy who killed himself about 7 years ago. What is his name? He is also responsible. He also created. He's one of the founder of Reddit. What's his name, guys? Help me out. Type it. Type the name. He's a very young guy. The reason he died because he's being sued by U.S. government, by FBI, because he went to MIT. Aaron Swartz. Thank you, Benjamin. Aaron Swartz. Yes, indeed, that is the guy. So Aaron Swartz, he partly created. He's one of the guy who helped to create Atom. So let's go back to the story. What's the problem with why your RSS client is broken? Okay, this is a big thing here. Okay, here web feed reader bug on relative link. So this is written. Okay, this is written in 2006. You see. Now let me show you a RSS file. So you go to my programming blog. So you go. This is my programming blog, and there is the RSS feed, and we can go into it. I can just press a button. Okay, here is my RSS feed file corresponding to this link. You see. So Xah programming blog, programming, computing, tech, geeking, blah blah blah. That is this file. So RSS is pretty simple. You see, you have this header is special, but then every part is just this, like this entry. So that is entry. Then you have another entry. Let's shrink. Okay. Then you have another entry. Then you have another entry. Things like that. So, and each entry is just let me magnify now. Each entry is just title, ID, update, then content, then link. That's it. Pretty simple. Okay. This is Atom format for RSS. Now RSS format itself is very similar. It's pretty much the same. Now about relative links. You see, I have relative links here. You see this link, how to make video games. You see the link here is relative to this directory. It is allowed in Atom. It's valid because you can see Where does it say? You can see. Let me show you. Okay, you see this line? Feed XML NS stand for namespace. XML becomes so complicated. They started to have namespace, and every time when a simple great technology becomes the industry standardized by this big standardization organization, they become crap. They become fried, by Google, by Apple. It becomes garbage. XML, that's the story of XML. XML was truly one of the great markup language with the most simple syntax, but it becomes so complex with namespace and anyway. So you have this line feed XML and NS namespace. Okay, then you have a URL. You see w3.org. That's the org that standardized web tech such as HTML and stuff. So let's look at what they say there actually. This URL is supposed to be the specification of Atom. Okay, the link is even dead. It's a fuck the industry. Then you see this part XML colon base. Okay, there it is. You have this IEFT. IEFT is another fuck that created the Unix philosophers' love for the RFC, request for comments. Okay, back to this line. So you see this base. You see, so whenever you see a relative link, it should be based on this link. This is by spec. Okay, I'm not going to show you the spec because the spec is linked. I believe I linked in my article that teaches Atom. Somewhere here. Yeah, there it is. Reference. IETF.org RFC 4287. Fuck RFC. Fuck Unix. Fuck Unix people. Excuse me. Excuse my French. You guys probably don't know because now I'm old. RFC was the thing that's chanted by Unix loving people all the time. Now, why is it bad? I'm not. Let's not go into that because I'm gonna talk 2 hours for that. Because you search Xah RFC, you'll start to find many of my articles. But we got articles, we got things piled up right now. So anyway, Atom is supposed to support relative links. In fact, it's relative links is supported by HTML. It's supposed to be everywhere. Okay. So it's supposed to work, but however, even back in, let's see, okay, so let me show you. Actually, I need to copy this link and paste it here, okay, and show in browser, and click on that. So back in 2006, RSS is popular. Every website, basically every commercial website, website run by companies or organizations has a RSS feed. Today it's kind of died. It's killed by Twitter, by Facebook, because they don't want blogs. They want their interactive, their social network fuck. So they killed blog. They killed individualism with the help of open source and free software foundation fuckheads. That's why we have Twitter and Facebook. Why? Because Facebook is based on PHP. PHP is written open source, not just because that, many other reasons. Anyway, back to the relative link of RSS. So even back in 2006, Google, Yahoo is around back then. Yahoo, Google, these giant corporations, they all have RSS, and also they all have, most of them, a lot of them has their own RSS client, and also back then all the browsers, Safari, uh, Google Chrome was not there yet in 2006. Safari, mini browser, Firefox was the most popular at the time. They have RSS feed readers built into the browser. You know, a few years ago they removed it, so a lot of browsers don't have it anymore. Like I'm not sure Firefox even support that. I don't think so. They removed it. Back in 2006, every browser is like, oh, a new version announcement today. You can read RSS in the browser. Big headlines, Safari and all every browser. And then they what is RSS? Oh, RSS aggregate. Aggregate. That's another jargon, very popular back then. RSS aggregate. We have this or that features, so you can stuff. And then about 10 years ago, they quietly all removed it. These fucking corporations, Firefox scum, open source fuckheads. Open source. Why? Yeah. That is proper. When I say these fuckheads, sometimes they is a bit exaggeration because sometimes you need proper reasons for it. But anyway, but it's not wrong. Okay, Firefox is one of the primary spearhead of open source, and they I talked about this a few times. They donate to the social justice gangster criminal group Antifa about 2 years ago, and they try to have secret commercial plug-in stuff. It's all over the news. So anyway, and also Firefox, they so the free software open source idiots, they want to use Firefox in GNU project, in GNOME. Yes, in GNOME. Okay, so the Linux GNOME, they want to use Firefox, but Firefox says, they have lawyers. They says, no, thou shalt not use our logo, otherwise we're gonna sue your ass. This is about 10 years ago. Firefox told the GNOME and free software guys, you cannot use our logo. Yes, we are open source. Yes, you can use our browser in your GNOME Linux or whatever, but you cannot use our logo, Firefox. Otherwise, we're gonna sue you. There's a big fight, controversy, on the web. You can, if you pay attention, But but I'm not going to show the articles because the open source stories, there are too many, and you don't know because you only see things you want to believe. So all the negatives people don't know. Vote it down. Nobody see it. It's forgotten. So anyway, Firefox did that, but after 10 years later, like about 5 years ago, about 5 years ago, 2000, I don't know, 2014 or something. Then Firefox says, by the way, that is why. By the way, this is why in Linux you don't. It's not called Firefox. It's called Ice Weasel or something. Ice Cat, Ice Weasel. Fuck them. The open source, idiots plus the ideology, they mix each other. They don't mix all together. They don't know what they're doing. They just fuck. You end up with a fucking fucked up mess. So you have Ice Cat, you have Ice Weasel, things like that. Why do they have that? One of the fundamental reason, let me repeat, is because Firefox threatens to sue them if they use the name Firefox or if they use the Firefox logo. This is from Firefox, the open source, the sharing, the kind to humanity people, open source fuckheads. But okay, so this is an incident back in, I don't know, 2007, 2008, or I don't know. But after 10 years later, when Google Chrome becomes the number one browser, Firefox today is like it's like a small player. Nobody is using. It's about to die. Okay, Firefox today is about to die. So when that happens, Firefox says, welcome back, Free Software Foundation. Welcome back, Linux GNOME. You are welcome. You are very welcome. Please do use our logo, please. Fuck the open source fuckheads. If you don't believe me, look up. Okay, look up. Firefox logo. If you want to, I'm pretty sure you can find it within 10 minutes. Huge tons of articles. You want to find two things. One, how Firefox threatens lawsuit to the GNU or GNU or GNOME for using their logo. That's one thing you want to find. Go find it. The second thing is after 10 years when Firefox becomes lost, Firefox is struggling. Then they started to say, please we use our logo. Okay, it's allowed now. Go do research if you truly believe open source kind of thing. Now Benjamin says, so do you prefer closed source? That's a complicated question. Anyways, I can tell you what I don't want. I don't want fake news. I don't want ideological fake news. And that is most of the open source mentality, thoughts, and what you read about open source on, those are all fake news. That's what I want. From there on, you can get on to better things, not necessarily proprietary. Okay. So anyway, so back to the oh yeah, so I was saying, the relative links, back in even 2006, all the browsers, their clients, the relative links are broken. They don't work. They don't support the Atom protocol properly. They don't work. Why does it not work major? Okay, we are talking about Google. I have details here. Okay, for example, 2012. Okay, 2012, Google's feed reader fixed the relative link bug. Took them 6 years, fucking 6 years to fix it. 2014, Christopher Whelan's feed reader AlphaFeed. Okay, if you use Emacs, you probably know his package. It's very well done. AlphaFeed. He's kind of friend. We are acquaintances, and I would consider him a friend. He's very great. He's one of the greatest Emacs Lisp coder, better than me. He knows Emacs Lisp better than me. But also, he's one of the rare few who actually blog about Emacs Lisp. On the web, you can see tons of bloggers of Emacs Lisp. Most of them, vast majority of them are beginners. You try to learn Emacs Lisp, then you start to write blog. Okay, and most of them, they are just like one page. It's not very good. But Christopher Wellens, now he doesn't have a full Emacs Lisp tutorial. He's just blog. He's just blogging about Emacs Lisp or other issues or Emacs or other. He's also a classic gamer. He programs games. He's a C expert. Kind of the low level, different from me. He's the type of the typical. I would say he's very much the Unix philosophy type of people. Okay, so we disagree there in a lot of viewpoints. He's very much the low level Unix philosophy, C kind of thing. Compilers, how memory works. He's that type. But he's very good. He wrote the RSS feed, AlphaFeed package for Emacs in Emacs Lisp, and that's very good. I recommend it. So he also fixed the problem. He had this bug too for like 2 or 3 years, So he finally fixed it, and he told me about it. And 2018, a Mastodon bot for Emacs feed have this problem too. Okay, but let's go back. 2006. What did I say? Google. There it is. Let's see. So I just discovered bugs in RSS aggregator in Google.com, myyahoo.com. mymsn.com. These are major billion-dollar corporations. They cannot write a program that a simple program to read RSS feed. There's a story. Okay, that's a story. So Bart, what client are you using? Uh, you know, so why do they not have? I mean, why do they all have this problem? I mean, it seems incredible. I mean, why do all these big corporations client do not support the very extremely simple idea of relative links? Because relative links is pretty common, in HTML. Well, the reason is, well, I can tell you the reason. Most of the time, when people do RSS, they have the full URL. They don't use relative links. Okay, and also partly because Atom RSS, RSS is a mess. There's no spec. It's by the Dave Weiner asshole. The Dave Weiner asshole. So he just do what he wants. Then basically, when you become famous, he's one of the popular famous guy. You will see he's one of those guy. Celebrity programmer celebrity. You have tons of people followers. Every time he says some shit, then you have followers, retweeting him. Oh, God opened his mouth. Oh, we should do this or that. He's one of those guy. And he doesn't, RSS didn't have a spec. It's a mess. And you have several versions, RSS 1, RSS 2, or rename. What does RSS for? At one time it's really simple syndicate. Another time it's something more, more sounds nice, more formal. It's fuckheads, open source fuckheads. I got to make dinner, so have a good time. League of Noobs. Okay, dinner time. Internet's own body. Is there a good documentation about him? Uh, yeah, yeah, about Aaron Swartz. All this information. They are Aaron Swartz. Why did he kill himself? Why did FBI catch him? On the surface, the reason is because he is trying to download, all the megatons of whatever the academic papers published, copyrighted by these publishers. He's, downloading them massively. But I've read that, the other reason, possibly the real reason he's in limelight is because WikiLeaks. He is connected with WikiLeaks. He has at least the minimum thing we can say that is true is that he has communicated with uh, what's his name, the WikiLeaks guy who lives in the Ecuador in a room without seeing the sun for 6 years. WikiLeaks. What's his name? Assange. Yes, thank you, Assange. Julian Assange. Okay, since we mentioned him, let's search for. Yeah, actually, I have quite a lot of articles about him, but let's show interesting ones. Let's not show more controversial ones. Okay. Let's show this one. You see, Richard Stallman in 2013 went to London to Julian Assange's abode. And, they met, they took a photo together with a photo of Edward Snowden. And Julian Assange is a Emacs user. In fact, back in 1998, he wrote a Emacs package, and I have documentation here. I have proof. I have looked into. Some people say, "Oh, maybe that's a different Julian Assange." No, that is the one. 100%, like no doubt about it. I mean, it's clear. It's plain and clear. You can see. Um, and that was his, org, IQ org, Julian Assange back in. You see, this is 1998. He wrote the Emacs package. Okay, that's about Julian Assange. But I think I was talking. We digressed to the RSS. What were we talking about before? Were I in the middle of something that's incomplete? Oh, shut up, shut up, Meowcat. Uh, Sintu Surfro. Oh, I didn't know about Surfro at the time. Okay, so DP says, as a nicety to your audience, you could use absolute URLs in RSS. That's a pain, That's, well, yeah, I could, but it takes a lot more work. I mean, it's you see, okay, the main reason, here's why I do not use fully qualified URL in my RSS feed. The main reason is, let's go to my let's go to my programming blog. Let's go to keyboard blog. There's something interesting. No, not really. Okay, so here's my keyboard blog. So here's the RSS feed. The main reason I do not use uh, full URL is because, you see, my website, my HTML, entire website is designed so that it's a documentation technology. Okay, not necessarily for the web. It's simply just a documentation technology, like PDF. Okay, meaning that I can zip it up. I can just send it to you, then you can read it on your hard disk. You know, it works on the web too, but it's also a documentation technology by itself. That is why when I have RSS feed, I click it, I can click it and go to my page. Actually, not that. Uh, because I started to use full links. I don't want that, because you see, now I click it. I went to my xali.info. I went to the website. I need the internet. I don't want that. This is supposed to be local. If you are local, you click things, that's local available. It should be local, not go to some website, not phone home. Okay, hey, this guy, we got this guy's computer. But if you are visiting RSS on a website, then you have the web. Then it goes to the website, right? So it works both ways. But however, if you start to use fully qualified links, then you lost the property where local files remain local. Like some links will just go to some website, like go to Microsoft website. So I don't want that. You see, that's no good. That's not supposed to be good. So that is why I try not to use full links. Because when you have relative links, it's supposed to work both ways. Convert your relative links on the fly when creating your feeds. It's not that hard. No, I know what you guys saying. DP. So every time I talk about something, it's common. Then people tell me, the Linux people or people, they tell me, oh, you should do this or that. It takes time. It takes time. I have 6,000 pages. I have already. I spent my life doing all this script to create the systems. Of course, then oh, you could do that too. You can do that. I cannot. I cannot do that. I don't have money. That's the situation. I think that's it for today. So today we talked about what to join you in. Oh, it's okay. Anyway, so what? How long have I been talking? 1 hour and 10 minutes. Okay, I think that's it. We got 20 people watching. That's fantastic. Would you like to answer a technical question? Shoot, just shoot. Meowcat, just shoot. Uh, as a nicety to your audience, RSS is kind of dead. I don't think not many people use it. I have my blogs. I have like 7 blogs, and the most popular is probably my Emacs blog. And the number of active users, active readers for my Emacs blog will be maybe 300. Let's say people who check it weekly, maybe 300. Not many anyway. I'm not even sure it's 300 today. Maybe just 50 or 100. Yeah, I would say, look at my YouTube, then YouTube. I have 20 people watching, and each video have 100 people watching most of my videos. 100. So you could say you can judge by that. So the number of my active followers is 100 or 200, 300. That's it. So so when I do RS, I bend double to do all these things. Nobody really cares. There's no money, and that's the situation. So Meowcat says, technical question 70 minutes connect to remote server. So Meowcat says, how does PDF document connects to a remote server? I don't really know. Meowcat says some PDF when you open it attempts to connect to the remote server. Yes, that's very annoying. That's a fucking annoying. That's one of the reason I hate PDF. I don't like PDF at all. I do not use PDF. I don't want to use PDF. So PDF, I think I think it happens. I don't know this 100%, but I've looked a little bit into. I think that happens is when they have JavaScript. Now PDF now today they support JavaScript. So I think okay, that's when it connects to servers. No, I think Meowcat's question is he doesn't want to, or is he wanted to do that? Okay, I don't know. And by the way, PDF is also open source. Okay, the PDF spec is actually kind of it's supposed to be open format. So actually it's allowed for you to read the tech. You can read the spec. You'll find out, and you can implement it if you want. Yeah. So you can go read the spec. It's open. It's on the web. So we've been talking for 1 hour and 13 minutes. So, and I think that's it for today. And for next week, I'm thinking of I want to change the time. And actually, I just want to go random. I'm thinking of going random time for next week. I want to change the time because, in Australia and in China, they cannot, like at this time, it would be 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning for them. So I've been doing 10 o'clock for the past 2 or 3 months, 2 months at least, I think. So they are missing out, I guess. So I wanted to change the time so they can also join me live, so we can have different, um, some people they haven't been on for a while. So the next question is how to pick a time. That's that's indecision because I could follow anytime around the clock. I can choose anytime I want. But however, I do have constraints here because I'm in apartment here. So the best time, the time I'm thinking is 5 o'clock a.m. San Francisco time. 5 o'clock a.m. San Francisco time. So that would be 4 hours. 4 hours earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hour earlier than my usual 10 o'clock. 5 hour earlier. So if I do that, then people in Europe and in China, in Australia, they can all join me. But however, if I do that 5 o'clock a.m. my time, that means I cannot talk. I have to talk like this. I have to talk actually quite quieter than this. because because 5 o'clock a.m. everyone's sleeping. My roommates are sleeping, and my neighbors upstairs. There's a thin wall. You can hear them. I'm pretty sure they can hear me. I cannot talk loud, so I have to be super super quiet. So that may be an issue. But that would be interesting as well because when I start to, if you do really quiet, then it becomes ASMR. This becomes a fashionable thing among the millennial generation thing. ASMR. you know, ASMR is supposed to be the thing you speak quietly. Like it's supposed to trigger your brain into a pleasant. It's become a pleasant triggering of your brain. Supposedly, okay, these idiots, millennial idiots and gamers with their things, ASMR, it becomes hugely popular. Okay, let's search for ASMR channels, and mostly it's girls are doing this. They have. You see this girl, gentle whispering ASMR, 1.7 million followers. ASMR daring, darling, 2.4 million followers. This ASMR. Fuck. Fuck you. I'm the opposite of ASMR. Okay? You listen, you watch Xah Talk Show, it's pain. It's pain it triggers the pain receptor in your nervous system. It says ASMR. Fuck. I have subscribed actually to one Chinese girl that's ASMR. You look at them, it's fucking idiotic, these people. And they make money. You see, this is as technology progresses, you have more diversity of jobs. So these are jobs. These are their jobs. Their job is to go online and do ASMR. No, it's not porn. Okay. Uh, oh, you guys don't know that, guys. Oh my God, you guys need to check out. You guys need to check out the ASMR stuff. Actually, let me show you one of the one I subscribe to. YouTube, because the others I haven't seen them. I haven't watched them, but I heard them. I know it's a thing, but I didn't realize. I know it's there, but I've never actually searched for it. But I know there's this Chinese girl who is doing that. Let's go to my subscriptions and look at these YouTubers. The fucking all clickbait, all fucking brainless people doing clickbaits. Every title, every picture of them. This, especially the Tim Pool today. Oh, banned something banned. PewDiePie banned in China. Oh, you need to talk about it. It's important. It's critical. China is a dramatic thing. China is one of the dramatic thing. You have to talk about China. You put China in your YouTube title and say ban, censor, ban. Censor is not good enough. You have to say ban. China ban something or China something something China. Then your video will sell. You will become rich, my friends. Put China in your video title, you'll become rich. So this ASMR guy, which one is it? This Lauren Chen, the roaming millennial, fuck idiots. Okay, not fuck but idiot, complete idiot, and this H3 idiot. Okay, they are fine people, by the way. They are good people. Okay, but they are just idiots. Oh my God, Lauren Chen. And another thing is that you look at girls' channels, okay, pretty girls. You look at girls' channels. Yeah, shut up. Okay, so let's go to you go to her channel, Joker movie review. Yeah, let me talk about Joker. I watched it. Uh, so you look at this pretty girls' channel. There are 1 ton of them on YouTube. 1 megaton of them. You see, Lauren Chen, for example, she makes sure every her video features her beautiful face alongside of it. By the way, this is critical. Okay, on the surface, you might think, oh, she's talking about someone, of course. Then she put her face, but actually, the reason the girls put their face on each one, plastered, you see them all over, different channels. You see them every girl. The reason is that sells. Okay, that sells. When you have a girl, either yourself or some other girl, it needs not be yourself. Okay, a pretty girl, you'll find statistically your click rate went up. Girls, they sell. Not just girls sells, they sell themselves too. Girls. Okay, so shut up. Shut the fuck up. You know nothing. Let's look at this ASMR. I subscribe to her. I've watched I watched a few. Wait, not this guy is a great guy. Okay, this guy Boogie. This is guy very interesting story, but I wanted to show the ASMR thing. Okay, hold on a second. I made a mistake in clicking. Where is that? Oh, they are here. This Chinese girl, she's got 1 million subscribers. So in this one, she's doing deep cleaning, Doctor Deep Skin Cleaning Treatment, ASMR. So some of them last for hours. You know, that's what they. This is a profession. This all her videos. Jesus, close down. So DP says, if it sells to have good thumbnails, then she's not an idiot, but in fact smart after all. Well, yeah, you could say that, but that's a matter of interpretation of the words. Because when I say idiot, there are so many interpretations. I mean, okay, yeah, well, idiot, okay. Yeah, this is when you need to adopt the Western philosophy or mentality of using a precision like Jordan Peterson. Okay, so I should not call them idiots, but rather the proper word would be lame. These people are, how should I say? They are just, uh, without insights. Okay, they are just without insight. They are better words. Okay, these people are just okay. The best words are just idiots. Okay, that's Xah say. Um, for the money, he's a professional victim who the word is slimy. Slimy. Well, slimy. Not many of these people. They are just normal people. Okay, they are not. They are not idiots. They are just. They are. They are. You are. Yeah. Intellectually, they are above average. Okay. This ASMR thing. Okay. It's a job, and they make a living, and it's one of the world's most easy job. Okay, and they are able to make a living out of it. That's not easy. Okay, it's easier said than done. And they do these things, and you have to. And there are competitions. You can't just, oh, I'm going to start a channel with ASMR, and you're gonna expect that you're gonna have 1 million followers next year. That's not true. And you have to do, actually, you do have to put in some work. You have to buy things, you have to make yourself pretty. If you are a natural pretty girl, then you have to do makeups, you have to spend time to do them. But still, I mean, overall, it's still one of the easiest job in the world. And you have to buy things, you have to know what people like, you have to buy, unlike my room, you have to have pretty background, everything pretty. So these people, but so what I'm saying is, so from my point of view, from a philosophy point of view, from history point of view, from human animal history point of view, these people are just insignificant, idiot. Okay, boogie, yeah, boogie. Okay, yeah, boogie. Yeah, Boogie, I guess he always do that too, but he's super fat. That is his selling point as well. Uh, so I think that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I think I'm gonna shut down in 1 minute or two, and let's see what any questions I missed. Scene two, where are you from? I forgot. Are you in Perth, Australia too? Or are you, where are you? Oh, Joker interview. Okay, Joker. So I went to watch Joker about 3 days ago, 3 or 4 days ago. And Joker, I have never been to a movie theater for over 10 years or 15 years. But I went to Joker in a movie theater a few days ago. And it's rather a disappointment. So first of all, the Joker movie is not a superhero movie. So you go there, you will not see, fighting or big explode, uh, explosions. You will not see big explosions or fighting or uh, anything like that. Nothing like that. Nothing. Zero. Okay. Instead, it is a psychological drama. It's a drama. Okay, it's a drama movie. So, for example, you watch maybe mystery, in the movie category of mystery or suspense or psychological thriller. There's not even much killing or anything like that. There's nothing. It's not even like a murder. Friday the 13th, nothing like that. So the film belongs to the drama movie. Now, I actually like psychological drama very much, much better than superhero movies. Those spaceships or anything like that. I don't. I actually do like psychological thrillers very much. such as Sex, Lies, and Videotape. That's a very famous psychological drama 20 years ago or 30 years ago. But however, Joker, so it is a psychological drama, but however, it's kind of disappointment. It's not, I would say it's not that great. It's not that good. I would not watch it again. I would not watch it the second time, okay? It's kind of boring, so it's not very good. So why is it not good? Because when you have a psychological drama, the thing is about psychology, the thing is about different aspect of psychology, human animals behavior. But the Joker, the movie, it's very simple. It's rather very simple. It's almost stereotypical. Essentially, so you have a guy who have a bad life, who suffers from psychological problems, personality disorders, who is a orphan, who's got a bad abusive mom. Typical elements of psychology of serial killer things like that. He's an unfortunate guy. So but he's a good guy. He tried to do good things, but society isn't kind to him. So he became this he became Joker, and that is it. That is the whole thing about the movie. There's nothing interesting. That is it. So I didn't really enjoy the movie. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. So what were you doing now? You are a medical doctor now? Okay, that's surprising. So yeah, so I guess you went through. So you are now a doctor. Oh my God, meow cat. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Well, by the way, doctor, that's congratulations though. I mean, that's so. Do you make a lot of money? Uh, send me some send me some money. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna shut down. Okay, bye guys. Thanks for coming.